everyone, welcome back to the These Little Hands podcast, and if you are new, thank you for checking out my channel. My name is Millicent and this is a podcast about knitting, sewing and other crafty things, and I'm coming to you from South Africa where I live, and it is a wonderful summer's day here. Today I'm going to share quite a few things with you. If you follow this channel, you will see that I uploaded a video yesterday. I took part with one of my good friends in the seamstress tag, so you can look at that video online, and we really enjoyed making it. We shot it about 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, and I just haven't got round to editing it, and I had some troubles with my iMovie, but I hope you enjoy it, and it was so much fun to have a guest on here. Today I have quite a lot of things to share with you, and I'm going to split it up in 2 episodes again, so that I can possibly record another episode next weekend. I'm going to talk about knitting, sewing, and then November is my birthday month, so I had a lovely birthday and I have a lot of new favorite things that I would like to share with you. So let's get into the knitting. So today I have 2 finished objects to show you, and the first one is my Marley shawl. I've showed this to you almost complete on one of the previous episodes, and this is it. It is very big. This is probably the right side how I would wear it. With brioche, they call it a right side and the wrong side on the pattern, but I mean, you can decide what you like. So it is huge. I did block it quite aggressively because I wanted it to be big, and then you lose a little bit of the squishiness, but I still feel it's quite squishy. And then the yarns I use, all of the information is on my project page on Ravelry, and there's a link to that to my profile below this video. But the yarns I used is Francofille knits yarns, this variegated yarn in the Summer in Provence colorway, and this yarn is 100% merino. And then the pink yarn I used there is Hartlam yarn in the Dusty Rose colorway, and this yarn is also 4-ply, but it is cashmere wool, cashmere, merino and nylon, so it's really soft. And it is a wonderful pattern. And then at the bottom, I ran out of yarn about around there. So what I did is I had a little bit of yarn left from my Chances wrap that I made, and it is a double knitting yarn, so because for the bottom you hold the 2 yarns that you worked with here together, and I just added that in, and I think it works well. There's actually 2 different colors because then I ran out of the one and then I ran out of the other one, but I think it looks fine. Yeah, so I used up the whole entire skein. I did knit it until I ran out of yarn. So I didn't do my calculations correctly because you can continue as long as you want. But I love it. It is so warm. I think it is going to be so beautiful in the winter. And this is probably how I would wear it, like that. Yes, so that is my Marley shawl. The designer is Andrea Mowry, and there's quite a lot of these that has been knit. It is a very good pattern for you to practice brioche because it's quite simple and motivating to knit, and I really enjoyed it. And it has a tubular. Oh no, I'm lying. Okay, so what I did to get a nice bind off is I used Jeny's amazingly stretchy bind off, and I will put a link to the YouTube video that I used below. So yes, I love it. I love it even more now looking at it. I didn't have any problems with the yarn bleeding when I washed it, because this variegated yarn has quite dark colors in between, so I was a little bit worried, but no, I had no problems at all. And yes, I really love it. I can't decide which side I like the best. It will probably depend on my outfit. Yeah. The color is not really coming up true on there. But there's lots of photos on my project page that you can have a look at. So I'm looking forward to the winter so that I can use this. You can see even if I hold it in half, it is more than half of my wingspan. So you can imagine how big it is. It's difficult to fit the whole one onto the screen. What's nice about the brioche type shawls is you can block it as large as you want. There's quite a big difference in terms of how small it was when I knitted it and how big it is now. So if you're looking for a really big shawl, this is a good option. Okay, up next is also another shawl that I finished that I showed you in the previous episode, and I can't remember where I was, but it is my Waiting for Rain shawl, and I just want to make sure I have the right side here. Here we go. Also quite long, a lot bigger than my wingspan. And I knit this out of African Expressions sole. Let me just get the tag. So I bought this yarn on sale to knit a featherweight cardigan, but I decided to knit this instead. So this is the label. This is a local to me yarn, and this is 15% kid mohair, 15% mulberry silk, 50% merino wool, and 20% polyamide. So this yarn is lovely to work with. It's a little bit on the lighter side of fingering weight yarn. And I can see why this pattern is so popular. It has been like on the hot right now list on Ravelry for a long time. It's the lace sections. I'm not a very big lace knitter. I don't often knit lace, and because I find it quite, you have to concentrate quite hard. But these were really easy, and the construction of this is really interesting. So this knitted up a lot faster than I thought it would. Again, I used the amazingly stretchy bind off at the bottom to give it that smooth edge. But the lace is really, really beautiful. I like this dark plum color. Originally, I wanted to knit it in in a lighter color, like grey or something, but my winter wardrobe can really do with this. The only thing, what's nice also about this shawl is it is a little bit more like a scarf in terms of its shape. So, yes, and it's not so dense. So that is really nice. I did also block it quite aggressively. The only thing I would like to learn, I had this on my void shawl, and I don't think it's wrong because I did it right, but I would like this edge here to be straight rather than to curl up like that. So I need to learn how to make this this edge a little bit more stretchy. But I really like it. I definitely think this is a pattern that you would be able to knit as a gift quite quickly because, as I say, it was really nice. And there is a different pattern as well where you have more than one color that she has on that as well, and you get it all in the same pattern. So this is really, really great. I really enjoyed this, especially because it's such a quick knit, and I mean you can wear it many ways. So the lace shows up really nicely if you wear it like that. You can wear it like as a shawl. You can wear it over your shoulders like that, which is also nice. So what's nice about this bind off is it gives it a lot of give, so you can actually stretch it out without losing the shape. So yes, that is my waiting for Rachel. Okay, so my next one is one I haven't started the last time I podcasted. And first I want to show you my beautiful bag by Ambah Crawley of Simple Love. I think it's a shop is called Simple Love Made on Etsy. This is one of the bags. I can't remember the story exactly, but she made for the Gilmore Girls bags or something, inspired by Gilmore Girls. But look how gorgeous this bag is. And that is like the princess and the pea, that story. There's a little pea there. And then the inside is this lovely grey fabric, and it is a drawstring bag. And the bottom looks like that. I love this bag, and she has a lovely podcast. She also has a very nice tutorial of how to make fabric boxes on Craftsy, I think it is. But if I like her style. It's very scrappy and quilt as you go. I really like it. So in here is a project that I spoke to you about thinking, or I haven't decided what I'm going to make yet. So this is my lovely Hedgehog Fibres Film Noir yarn that I got as a gift from one of my very good friends. And I wanted to pair it with this black Nurturing Fibres yarn, 100% merino in the charcoal colorway. So what I'm knitting is the Oyster Shawl. And I am on the last lace section. So I have to do 2 more repeats of the lace. And then I think there's a little other piece left. The lace section is quite big. It's about up to here. I'm loving how it turned out. The Hedgehog Fibres is amazing. It really is amazing. And it's such a special gift because I would never have been able to find it in South Africa if my friend didn't get it for me. So I wanted to have the stark contrast. And also I wanted something to wear with my black clothes in the winter. So I'm hoping to have this finished this week, although I must say the stitch count is a lot at the moment and the lace is not quick to knit. I'm knitting these just on Knit Pro Nova's interchangeables. I'm not sure what the size is, but I'm using the same size as the pattern requirement. And then I did make a change to the pattern. So you will see that this pattern on Ravelry has eyelets. Here, this whole section is yarn overs, and then again here in the main color. But because this yarn is so variegated, I was looking for something to show off the yarn. So I just omitted the eyelets completely. If I do this in a plain color, I would add the eyelets because it's really nice. But for my purposes, I just wanted it to be plain, which I'm really enjoying. Not very difficult, but you have to concentrate when you're doing the lace sections. Yes, I think it's going to be so beautiful. Can you see? It makes little circles, so that is where the oyster name comes from. I'm just trying to show it to you in the light. Yes, and then the Hedgehog Fibres with the pink and the black and the specks of brown. I love this yarn so much. I have quite a bit left. Not enough, I think, to really do a big piece of a shawl still, but maybe as an edging on a shawl or something like that. I would like to use it all up because it is so special. Yes, so this is my oyster shawl, and I really love it. And then the other work in progress that I haven't shown for a while, but I'm still moving along, is my regatta sweater, and I'll try and insert a picture here to remind you which one I'm talking about. Is almost complete. I am halfway with the last sleeve, so I'm hoping to finish that sleeve today. That is going to be my mission, so that I can start putting it all together, and then I just have to knit the neck and a little bit on the front, and I have to buy some buttons. So hopefully that will be done for the next episode. Okay, I tried to insert a picture of my regatta sweater, but for some reason it is not working. I'm still figuring out all the tricks on iMovie, because I sometimes have difficulty importing my pictures from my phone, and I always take it on the same phone. I have the same computer, so I don't know why some work and some don't, but you can look at my Ravelry page. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about sewing. I have 3 finished objects that I want to share with you, and the first one is the one that I'm wearing. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a picture of this, and I love this fabric. It is people dancing, as you can see. So the pattern I used was a Simplicity pattern, number 8014, and I made view D. Sorry, my belt is bothering me. So what I did, I will stand up just now to show you. I did change the sleeves a little bit. There's a turn up on the sleeve, but because the fabric was quite busy, I decided to keep it plain. And also you have the option of adding pockets at the front here, which I did, and then I took it off. And I also didn't make a belt. And then on the collar, I added a little detail there. So I added a black ribbon all the way around. Can you see? Yes, there. Just to give it a little bit of a neat finish. And I tried to get buttons as unobtrusive as possible. So these are actually sheer buttons with a little flower on, but it just sort of disappears. So it is just a shirt dress. I love this fabric so much. It has pockets on the side, and the hem, oh, you can't see, but the hem is curved, which gives it a really nice finish, and I really love it. Initially, just after I finished it, I was a little bit in 2 minds about it, because I didn't like the fit so much, but then I got a slip to wear underneath, and that made all the difference, and now it's perfect. So I will put a photo of the pattern here. It has quite a few options, and I would like to make view A for the winter as well, and view B as well. So it was quite a fun pattern, a very simple and straightforward pattern. The next thing I want to show you is a dress I made for my 30th birthday. So I went shopping with my cousin to find something to wear for my 30th birthday, because obviously it's a special occasion, and there was nothing in the shop. So literally, I think I cut it out 2 days before my birthday and sewed it together the morning of my birthday. So this fabric, it's a lot more green than it's shown up, is digitally printed fabric. So on the inside it is just white. As you can see, it has a bit of a shine to it. And this is a weave, not a knit. And this was the easiest thing I've ever made. So it's basically a back and a front. You don't have to have the side seam. You can make it all in one go. Pleated at the top. I have a waistband that I just folded over. And in this case, I just serged it and stitched it through right on that fold there. Because I was in a hurry. But as you can see, you can't even see it at all. And then at the bottom, I serged it, and then you can see a little bit those stitches there. I used the blind hem foot on my machine. I don't think you'll be able to see this. No. Okay, so I used the blind hem foot on my machine to blind hem it, and it worked out perfectly. So yes, I will insert a picture here of me wearing it at my birthday. It's a lot more green, you'll see on the pictures. The light is causing it to shine, but isn't it beautiful fabric? So invisible zip. I think the whole skirt took me, from cutting it out to finishing it, maybe 2 hours, if it wasn't less than that. So yes, I really like it, and I think I will still be wearing it a lot. And then the last one is one I showed you on the previous episode that was almost done. This is also wonderful fabric. This cotton and this cotton is the same, and I bought it at the same fabric store, and they come in the most beautiful prints. This made me think of Leonardo da Vinci, his sketches, for some reason. I don't know why, but I just love this. So it's a self-doffed pattern with a cap sleeve, And at the back I made quite a big keyhole detail with a little button there. And I finished it off with binding everywhere and on the sleeves as well. And then what I did with the bottom, which I love, is I made a scalloped hem. So I'm going to try and show you how I finished it off by hand. But what you do is you would turn the fabric like this, if you pretend that that is your hem. And then you draw your scallops on here. So I measured the entire circumference and then I divided it, and it worked out that I can make 10 centimeter wide scallops. So I drew it on, and then you stitch it, and then you cut quite close to the scallops, and then you turn it over like that. And it worked out very, very well. They're very neat and evenly spaced. It's the first time I did it, and I've always wanted to do it. And I must say, I really like it. The only thing I would change on this block is the neck is quite high. So I would have lowered it 1 centimeter. I mean, it has to be high, but it's quite tight. So I would have lowered it 1 centimeter if I use this block again, which I am doing at the moment, and I will show that top to you next time. So it is just a boxy top like that. And I really like it. Yes, so that is the sewing for this week, and I would like to go into my favorite things. Okay, so I have a lot of favorite things to share, and I won't be able to share everything. I'm already going to split it into two, but then I will end off this video with some pictures of the food and some gifts that is too big to show on here and so forth. So I hope you enjoy it. My mom had a surprise birthday for me, and she invited all my friends, and we had basically high tea, and she made all the sweets. The food was amazing. So I will put some pictures in of that because I don't want you to miss that. I want to share that with you. And then I'm going to start with, I'm going to look down on my so I got this in the mail. It is from Kate Gabrielle on Etsy, and it is a pin that you wear on your the collars of your shirt. So it is a knitting pin, which is so cute. I think it would go so well with a crisp white shirt in the winter and black jeans. So I really like that. She has a shop on Etsy. So that is the first thing I wanted to show you. And then I wanted to show you, my boyfriend knows me really well. And I got this from him, which is Fragonard. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, so please, I can't pronounce the name, but Fragonard. For my 21st birthday, I went to a trip to France, and I actually visited the perfumery. And until very recently, you weren't able to buy this in South Africa. Look how beautiful this bottle is. Maybe I should ask Devon from Francofille Knits to translate this for me. She will probably be able to do that. So he got me this special perfume and this book, which is a book that I've heard a lot about and I've wanted to read a lot. So it is about having a balanced life, from what I understand, and for me that is quite an important goal, is to, although I have a business and although I work hard, I also want to have time for all my hobbies and my friends and my family and so forth. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. And with that, he also got me this wonderful coffee plunger from La Crusade. What I love about this gift so much is it is 3 of my most favorite things. I love perfume. more than anything, and especially this perfume. And I love books. I love improving myself and reading more and so forth. And I love coffee. So it was such a wonderful gift to open because it is 3 of my most favorite things. So that was really, really great. And then what I also have to share with you is my sister works for MAC Makeup. She's a makeup artist, and they have a new Christmas range inspired, or it's a modern take on the Nutcracker, and I just wanted to show you how cool it is. This is the bag, and then it comes with, from my understanding, is there's different kits. So mine is a red one, and there's a plum one, but there are other kits as well, not just this. And the way they styled it is so great. So mine is red, and in my kit I got a mascara, which is apparently, according to my sister, one of the best mascara she's ever used. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm just using my current one up. And then this is something I wanted to share with you. It's a lot more red. It's showing orange. It's red. It's a matte liquid lip color. And I wore this, and it is so great, and it stays on really, really long. And then you also get a lipstick. So that is what you get in this kit. And it is really, really nice. And then what I also got, I'm not big on makeup. I don't like to take long and fuss about things, but I do like the way it looks if you are well groomed. So I got this from Urban Decay, which is a palette. They have 3, I think. So I think this is number 1. And then you have all those colors in there. And basically you can do day, night, casual, evening. I think it's a really, I think I will really use it a lot. I like the thing that it comes in. It's like velvety. So I know this is a knitting podcast, but this is quite cool. Although all my other makeup I use is MAC, so it's new for me to be using something else. But I'm looking forward to using this quite a lot. And then, what else did I want to share with you today? This I got for myself. The day before my birthday, my cousin and I spent some time together. And I found this book that I've never seen before, Easy Double Knits. And the patterns in here are so modern and gorgeous. So this is one that I would like to knit. I think they're all designed by Storey. Yeah. And this one, look how great this one is. I'm planning to buy yarn on a sale that's coming up for this in a green color, a sage green color. So yes. Just going to show you a few, but look how gorgeous this one is as well. So what I like about them is they're very modern. Yeah, there's more. This one as well. You can't see it very well, but it's color blocked, the sleeves and the thing. So yes, so this is you will see some new projects out of this book on the next episode. And then that is what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to put in a few photos at the end. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh, wait, before I go, I had quite a few requests, I think it was about 4, for me to talk a little bit about what I do, as in what I do for a job. So I mentioned in my first episode, and I sometimes mention it throughout, that I'm an occupational therapist, and I work in the pediatric field. So I see children from babies up to about 10, 12 years old. I work with sensory processing disorder. I work with autism and quite a few other things. And I am happy to answer any questions about my work, but I'm going to ask you to please send me a personal message either on Ravelry or on Instagram, because I would like to keep this a crafty podcast. But I know there were some specific questions about people interested in studying it and so forth, and I am happy to answer any questions regarding that, but I would do it personally, because I think people's questions would differ in terms of what they want from me. So that is it from me. I'm going to end with a few pictures of my birthday. It is always so nice to spend time with you, and I hope to be able to record another episode next week, because I have quite a bit more that I would like to show you. Enjoy your day. Bye.